This week's podcast is brought to you by the Beefy Boys. Just three cool dudes hanging out, talking about sports, video games, music, and whatever else they feel like. Find them at their website, www.beefyboys.com. Also, where you find your other podcasts, iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, all the regulars. The Beefy Boys, the best show on planet Earth.
Hi, I'm Renee.
And I'm Jess.
And we're the Deerfoot Sisters. Sorry to interrupt, but we have some breaking news.
We wanted to let you know that right now you're actually only listening to the second best podcast on planet Earth.
That's right. If you want to check out the world's best podcast, search Deerfeed on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, all the regulars.
Deerfeed's a podcast featuring two sisters talking about life and all the kooky things it brings, like rhymes.
So when you're done listening to this episode, be sure to check out Deerfeed. Or you can just do it right now. Thanks!
A good podcast requires a good beer. So that's why I always go to my go-to, Keystone Light. If I'm going to the store, I don't want to buy a 12-pack. I want to go for a legit 15-pack. When I go to a party, I don't take Rainier. I take Keystone Light. And you know what? It tastes so good, I'm going to have it right now. Cheers, folks. Yeah, there's a burp coming in. That's good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Beefy Boys Bud Club. I'm Joe, and I'm joined here with Christian.
Oh, derp.
And recently married, newlywed, Vito.
What's up?
How's it feel? How's married life?
It's great.
I mean, outside of the obviously stopped having sex because I've watched sitcoms and I know that's what happens.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, it's been like a few days of me doing absolutely nothing right next to my wife, who is also doing absolutely nothing, and it's great.
Hey,
because I'm on vacation.
Just a disclaimer. We've got yard guys here who are working on the yard who don't need to be here because the yard stopped
Vito
growing.
is very salty, or Christian rather, is very salty about the yard guys.
All they do is they come here with 12 dudes and they make noise for an hour and a half. I'll go out into the yard, I won't notice a difference.
But on the show today, it's gonna be an extravaganza. We've got everything. We've got weird background noise.
We're even watching football right now as we record.
Yeah.
There's also a dog in the room. It will probably bark at some point.
And we've got beers, and we've got quiz, and we've got music and games and probably sports.
Fucking love it.
Yeah, let's crack open these drinks. I brought these this
So
time.
yeah, let's get okay, so Joe brought us some beer, so in quotations, beer of the week.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
I only drink hard seltzers now. So these are from San Juan Seltzer Company out of Seattle, Washington.
Interesting.
San Juan as in reference to the San Juan Islands. We are drinking the Rainier cherry flavored
Can you shotgun
San Juan
these?
hard seltzer. You can't really shotgun these like Ara calls these fancy lady cans, these like tall skinny cans.
Yeah.
This
Wow,
is,
look at
this
that.
is the best flavor.
85 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs.
Shit, that's really good.
I know, right? It's really good.
Yeah, but here's the catch. How expensive is it for a 6-pack?
$12?
Yikes.
That's how expensive a 6-pack is. What are you talking about?
Not with what I drink, baby. I drink cheap.
This is like 4% alcohol, though, so I'd need like fucking 30 of them.
Yeah. We got the 12-pack on Amazon for like $19, $20.
This tastes like
A variety pack.
wine.
No, it doesn't. You have not had wine in a long time. This tastes like cherry juice, man.
This tastes like carbonated wine.
It's carbonated cherry juice.
I don't know.
Spiked carbonated cherry juice,
Yeah,
man.
spiked.
It tastes like a cider and wine fucked each other and created San Juan
I don't know where
seltzer.
you're getting the wine in there, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It doesn't
Like
taste like wine
I'm
at
telling
all.
you, it's like the dry flavor is like wine.
There's not even a dry flavor in this.
It just
Here's
tastes
a
like
dry
it
flavor.
literally just tastes like cherry. Like
Yeah.
it tastes like you're eating a cherry. Or someone took some nice cherry juice and
I'm not saying it's
Carbonated.
bad,
It's really fucking good.
but I'm also not saying that I would pay for a
Like I would
six-pack.
I would drink this as a regular drink.
For those of
Well, there you
you
go.
who can
You know?
find it, it is rather difficult to find, but in the Seattle area, I know the spots. San Juan Seltzer Company is #1 in the hard seltzers. No more White Claw for me.
So
I do like
It's
how
the
I do
San
like how
Juan.
it's got a sourness
it's
to it.
It's $12 for a 6-pack.
I mean, at the Metropolitan Market, it's $12 for a 6-pack.
Yeah, this is probably cheaper. But I was about to say I'd probably pay $2 for a can.
See, the 12 packs is like $20. So, but that's a variety.
But you see,
pack.
like $2 a can at a bar, that's like a great deal.
exactly.
Like I would be drinking the shit out of this if it was
Exactly.
$2 out of it. Zero carbs. You know, that's the best part about these seltzer waters is zero sugar,
85
zero
calories,
carbs,
yeah,
85
I know.
calories. You gotta love that. You know, even if it is 4%, you can still drink 15 of them and get shit-faced drunk and barely be hungover the next day.
4% is what a fucking Bud Light has in it. I mean,
Bud Light's 5%.
okay.
Don't be knocking my Bud Light.
I believe this is 4 point something.
Yeah, it's 4.2.
Okay.
Okay. 4.2. It tastes like kombucha and juice and wine.
It's the same
It's all
exact percentage
carbonated.
as a Coors Light.
See, thank you.
4.2.
Oh, yeah, well, that's Coors Light, but I love Coors Light, baby.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
But
what I'm
Coors
saying.
Light will knock the brakes off you if you get drunk off beer. Because you don't want to get beer drunk. You want to get alcohol drunk. And it's clear alcohol. You
just
don't
don't
want
wanna
that
get
brown.
drunk,
you don't want
man.
brown liquor. Or else you're going to wake up and you're going to be throwing up all over your toilet.
You want San Juan Seltzer.
San
okay?
Juan.
You know,
Please sponsor us, San Juan Seltzer. I would love to get
Upon
one case
second-
of
upon
free
second
San
sip of
Juan
this-
Seltzer.
this is probably the best alcoholic seltzer I've had.
Right? That's
Since the
what I'm saying.
seltzer-
You gotta get your mom some of this
honestly,
stuff.
This is the best seltzer I've had.
Just
like, not gonna
straight
lie.
up.
I'm more of a lime
mean-
juice and soda water kind of guy, but this is pretty
We'll just
fucking
get a
good.
lime flavored
To
one.
be fair, like the spike seltzers have the advantage because like they use the like sugar based alcohol, so you do still get some
Right,
sweetness
yeah.
out of it that you can't get in like a LaCroix. But yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's got good flavor. Shouts out to him. It's just a little funky upon like your first sip. If you're not used to seltzers like I am, don't be
Right.
discouraged. It's gonna be a little funky when you first try it, but
It's
Once
definitely
you-
one of those things where like if you just drank some coffee and you're like expecting
see, I just drank some coffee,
Exactly.
and that's probably my biggest deal. Is look at that, Alabama's beating South Mississippi 28-0. What
See,
a
I
tough,
thought it
what
was
a
gonna
tough
be a bad
matchup.
idea to leave the TV on because
What a
Christian's
tough
gonna
fucking
get so
matchup.
distracted.
Well, at least that could be our. I'm not distracted. That could be our sports. Our little sports
Highlights.
things in here. Michigan still sucks.
Daniel
They're losing
Jones is going to
14.
start, and Pete Alonso has hit 50
Yes.
home runs. He's going to break the rookie record. There
Daniel
you go.
Jones is going to start, and just as I predicted, remember I brought
Yeah,
him
I
down
know,
from
I
week
remember.
10. I brought him down, and now he's starting, and I'm excited for the guy. I think he's. I mean,
He's
obviously they're
terrible.
probably not going to win more than 2 games this year, but I'm excited for him to actually get out there and start, so that they could start building this quarterback. I think it's important to get him and to get his feet wet in the NFL experience. It's not when you're losing and throw him in garbage time.
I mean, I think their offense is okay, but Janoris Jenkins put it best when he said, I can't cover anyone for 10 whole seconds. We need a pass rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Definitely need a pass rush. Giants, you guys are a mess. Miami, absolute dumpster fire. We're going to get more into our sports episode. I've got plenty of shit to say. Yeah, these things do give you the burps,
So
man.
guys, I picked up Monster Hunter World for the PC.
What class are you playing? What weapon?
So I really like the bagpipes.
The hunting horn? Really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's really fun
It's a
and they give you
support
buffs.
class. Yeah.
And I always give myself the like defense reflection buff, and so like I barely take any
What-
damage.
You play with Jane, right?
Yeah.
What does she play as?
She likes the daggers.
The dual blades?
Yeah.
Snore. That's a
Yeah.
baby ass baby weapon.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I mean,
It's like-
yeah. But my favorite one right now to do like when I know I'm not gonna do stuff like with people, because I definitely need to like be with people if I'm gonna play it with that support weapon.
Yeah.
Because you're too vulnerable otherwise.
Yeah.
is the glaive.
The insect glaive?
I love fucking
it's too weird. That one's so weird.
I love just being in the air and like air battling dinosaurs.
My
all about the
only
bow, man.
input on this game
It's all about the bow.
It's on Game Pass.
You should play it.
You should play it. It's really fucking good.
I don't have anything against not playing it. I do want to, but I don't have the time.
You hunt and kill monsters and wear their bodies as armor and weapon.
That's pretty fucking
I thought you said you had
I think I'm
nothing
gonna
to
It's the
download
most
it.
brutal fucking game.
I think
You
I'm
had
gonna
nothing
download
to
it.
play until whatever Modern Warfare came out, man.
That's
Just
true.
try it out.
Because I haven't even gotten Madden. I thought I was gonna like beat Red Dead, and I thought Madden was gonna go on sale right when I beat it. No, they're milking the fuck out of that game with its prices before they throw it on sale.
Yeah, you're like hunting like dinosaurs and dragons for
Well,
parts.
it's fucking free, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna download it anyway. And
Yeah,
I might as well give it a
exactly.
shot.
Yeah, get that.
But
shit.
I mean, don't expect very much input.
I mean, you took
From
like
now,
5 years to
you
finish
know.
Red Dead, so
Yeah,
I'll hear back from you in 5 years.
there you go.
I've been playing a lot of Yakuza Kiwami too. Shout outs to that game. All right, it's like this game is so absurd because at one point you have to like run like a hostess club, so it's basically Diner Dash except like with sexy Japanese ladies. And
That's funny.
like
That's
at one
hilarious.
point, some guys beat me up on the street, and then their boss comes out and is like, "Yo, I told him not to harass people on the street. Here, let me make it up to you." And he takes you to like this club, but it's like a dress like a baby club. And you're like, "Yo, I'm not into wearing a diaper and having this weird young woman feed me a bottle." And he's like, "What? You're making fun of me?" And then you beat up these 20 guys wearing diapers and baby bonnets and shit.
That sounds very Saints Row to me.
It's like GTA, except if it had like better brawler combat and everything was absolutely absurd. Saints Row, it's
Like
not
Saints
it's
Row,
not
yeah.
as far gone as Saints Row.
Right.
I mean, it takes place in Japan,
it's like
so
an
like
in-between.
guns aren't really a thing. You're mostly just
Yeah.
like beating people up, or like you can pick up like bicycles and traffic cones.
See, I
or-
kind of like when
The
it's
first
not
two
guns,
things you said
'cause
about
I think
that
it makes
game-
it more interesting.
I agree with you. And then there's a game that I was going to bring up that kind of goes that you made me remember when you were talking about Yakuza is Sleeping Dogs. Have you guys ever played that?
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good
I've
one.
heard it's a really good game. I've watched a lot about it, but
They
haven't
remastered
played
it, put it on the Xbox, and of course I fucking got it.
Sleeping Dogs is a great comparison point for Yakuza, except again, if it was like absolutely absurd.
Yeah, it's got its absurd moments, like with its mini games and shit and its mini challenges that you can play to 100% of the game that of course I had to do. Like I don't know if you remember it, but they make you go to that island that was kind of like one of those old kung
It's
fu
been a
movies.
long time.
So they make you go to the island and they changed the quality to like one of those old style kung fu movies with like Bruce Lee and shit. And you have to fight your way through this like academy shit and like people are dying and you've got to be the last one that survives. It's really cool, but they brought it back out for the Xbox One and they added like just so much fucking content to the game that wasn't there when it was on 360. So it was fun to
when the original release.
it was really fun to take it and replay it and to play it with all that new content and shit.
I also played, as everyone can remember and tell and is totally obvious, Final Fantasy 14.
I mean, you're wearing the sweatshirt.
I'm wearing the sweatshirt for their newest expansion. Yeah, so I played the new raid, Eden. I already have like all the gear because I've been playing it for a while, but I did it with my free company this week, which was fun. It was super quick and easy like usual. But then we tried to do Titania Extreme, and oh my god, it is so hard.
Well, extreme primals are always that
It's
way.
so very particular where if you don't do everything right, you die.
I feel like they need like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm running so much legacy content, but like normal mode is too easy, and extreme mode you can't do it with Pug. You just can't.
Yeah.
Like they need somewhere in between.
Yeah, I feel like it's like I haven't tried Savage, but I think it's probably the same between like normal and Savage too.
I haven't touched a Savage raid, man.
Yeah,
it's
but I've heard that Savage raids and Extreme Trials are about the same, except sometimes Savage is harder.
I do enjoy the Alliance raids. Those are fun.
I haven't tried those yet.
You haven't done any of them?
No,
oh, man, they're
I'm
fun.
excited to try more of those. You and I really gotta like get together and start doing more stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like definitely like if I'm not online, frickin' text me or something.
I might have some free time this weekend, although I'm mostly focused on rat extermination this weekend.
I want to hear about that.
We'll
But
get
here's
back
one
to
thing
that.
I want to say. Yeah, here's one thing I want to say about video games really quick.
Yeah.
Is Capcom is running like a major sale right now
Yeah.
on the Xbox. And one game, to all you Capcom heads who like to play Resident Evil games, is both
Street Fighter X Capcom.
is both Resident Evil 2 the remastered worth it to get for $30, and is Resident Evil 7 worth it to get for, I think it's like 20 or 15 or whatever. Let me know. I haven't played those two games. Well, I played part 2, but that was back when I was a little children, and I haven't touched it since it was on the N64. So let me know if it was worth it. It looks great, but I don't want to buy a game that I'm not going to play very much. So let me know in the comments, I guess.
Hey, speaking of Resident Evil, you've actually transitioned perfectly into my quiz this week. So let's do it.
Let's do this quiz.
This quiz
Fucking yard guys are
uh,
going to give me a hernia, dude.
Don't worry about it. There's just a light buzzing in the background. You're not going crazy, listeners. There's the yard work happening. Literally, it started like 10 seconds before we were about to start recording.
I had to shut
All
every
right.
door in the fucking house, and now I'm sweating like a fucking hog.
So we're bringing back one of my favorite quizzes that we've done so far. Which is older? Bum, 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 bum.
All right.
I've expanded it outside of just video games and sports this time.
Okay.
Also, some of these will be which number is bigger, because I did this at like 11 o'clock last night and I ran out of ideas. So
And we have our
there's a
trophy.
5-question quiz. Yes, here's the trophy. The
have our
thick
trophy.
Oscar, as we call it.
I'm holding on to it because I'm defending champ.
Shout out to any of my boot camp students who are listening. These are the same trophies that I gave out to all you guys on Thursday for your award-winning projects. It's the same trophy. It does not have the masking tape with the name on it, though, like yours did. All right. So, which is older? The initial publication of the board game Monopoly, or the initial publication of the fantasy classic Lord of the Rings?
Monopoly.
Vito?
Lord of the Rings.
Monopoly was first published in 1904, and The Lord of the Rings was first published in 1954.
Damn.
That's a point for Christian.
Damn, 1904.
I know.
I thought that
Holy
Monopoly
shit.
was going to be the obvious answer, so I kind of went with the other one just because of that.
Okay, which is older? The founding of Seattle or the light bulb? Which is older?
The light
The
bulb.
light bulb.
Seattle was founded in 1851. The light bulb was invented in 1879.
Oh, shit.
You're both
We're
wrong.
both wrong.
Damn.
The light your fucking sewage on fire. To keep your house glowing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I'll tell you this later, but you ever hear how Ballard became part of Seattle?
No.
Because the Seattle City Council really wanted them to join. Ballard didn't want to join, so they threw a dead cow into the reservoir and poisoned everyone in Ballard, so they had to join Seattle to get fresh water. I wish I was making this up. That's
Holy
real.
Holy shit.
That sounds like a fucking video game.
I
Dude.
know.
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible movie plot. Okay, which happened longer ago? Tim McGraw's classic "Live Like You Were Dying" was released, Christian's favorite deli song to sing along to, or Ronald Reagan died. Which happened longer ago?
I don't know either of those things.
Oh,
You don't live
wait,
like you were dying. I went sky.
Did you say when Ronald Reagan died?
Yeah.
I think you said which one was longer ago.
Yes. Longer ago.
I think. Fuck. I think I'm gonna have to say Tim McGraw.
Vito?
I have no fucking clue. I'm going to go with Reagan.
Okay. Tim McGraw's "Live Like You Were Dying" was released as a single on June 7th, 2004. This was kind of a mean one. Ronald Reagan died on June 5th, 2004.
God damn it.
That's funny.
All right, it's tied 1-1. I don't have a tiebreaker, so we might have a tie game here.
I'm surprised we tied. I feel like I got all of them wrong.
You had that one right.
Well, yeah.
So you both have one right.
Oh, I thought Christian got some of those other ones right.
There's only been 3 questions.
We both only got one.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so which number is bigger? Leo DiCaprio's age or the percentage of wild koalas who have chlamydia?
I am gonna go with.
Chlamydia.
I'm going with the chlamydia as well.
Leonardo DiCaprio is 44. 50% of wild koalas have chlamydia.
Jesus
Or
Christ.
the best estimate I could find. In certain populations, it's 100%.
So those guys are literally blowing our fucking front door right now. I don't know why, but they're doing it.
That explains that. Okay, last question. Which are there more of? Resident Evil games or Major League Soccer teams? Told you the Resident Evil chat.
I'm going to go with Resident
Transition
Evil because I don't know how many soccer
into
exists.
this quiz perfectly.
How many MLS teams?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've expanded them to a few more cities now. I'm gonna go. Fuck. I'm going Resident Evil.
It was a trick question. There are 24 MLS teams and there are 24 Resident Evil games. So the end result is a 2-2 tie.
That's funny.
So now Vito
We
and I
gotta
are
think
just
of a
gonna have
question to
kill
break
each other.
Christian, what's a chocobo?
What's a quick tiebreaker question?
Wait. Do you remember what a chocobo is?
I do remember what a chocobo is.
What is it?
It's a fucking bird that you ride.
Okay.
There we go. You see?
Okay, here I'll do one, closest to answer. What is the current population of the city of Seattle?
Oh God. 2 million.
Vito?
1.5 million.
Shit, he got me on that one.
724,000. Vito wins.
God damn it.
Those are way
That
off.
sounds like fucking bullshit, dude.
That
sounds like
you're
total
forgetting
bullshit.
King County is like 1.2 million, 1.5 but Seattle
You're talking about just the
proper,
city of... Oh,
yeah,
God damn
not
it.
Shoreline, not Everett, not.
Okay, now
I said
you should clarify
Seattle.
counties next time. You know
I
what?
said
Take
Seattle.
your trophy with your fucking asterisk mark. Because Joe...
Oh my
Well,
god!
to be fair, I still would have been closer.
yeah,
I
that's
said
true.
1.5.
Yeah,
It's true. It's still an asterisk mark.
2 million is a lot.
Take
man.
that. I'll take the fucking L. That's
Yeah.
cool.
There
Vito
you go.
just sets his
Another
trophy down like
victory
it don't
for
mean
Vito.
shit.
I like that. I like the witch is older. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Which is more.
Those are good quizzes. I like that. And I like that we branched out from video games and football. That was fun.
Well, I ran out of ideas, Plus, the feedback I kept getting is like the football questions are too easy and the
Yes.
video game questions are too hard.
Yes.
Except Vito keeps winning, so obviously not.
Yeah.
Well, the video game questions for me are too fucking hard.
Like I said, as someone who
And then you're
has
like,
a
and
deep
then you're like,
interest in both those
what
things.
team in New England named the Patriots is playing in New England?
And I'd be like,
And Vito would be like, I don't fucking know the Patriots because you talk about them on the show.
Wisconsin, New York.
Good times. Current update.
I'll ask you, like, in Final Fantasy VI, who was the star of the opera scene? What was her name? And I'll ask Vito, name 5 NFL players, and you both get them wrong. I mean,
Yep. Granted, I don't even know the video game ones half the time.
yeah. Maybe the video game ones are too hard.
Yeah.
God, I am sweating my fucking balls off, man. I think it's the combination of sweating in the sweatpants and the combination of being in my Huskies jersey with my lucky Huskies long sleeve.
You're wearing shorts, man.
I'm not. I had fucking
not.
unzipped
you
I unzipped
rolled
the
them
bottom
up?
and rolled them
Oh,
up.
Jesus Christ.
You already know. Oh, God, let me just do this one, too, because I'm
Burp,
fucking,
burp, burp.
literally
burp,
fucking
burp.
dying in here. I'm melting. Fucking yard guys coming in here. Anyway, we're
They
moving on.
stopped, though. It's done. It's
Yeah, they're going to
done.
start making noise here
Dun,
once
dun,
they're done
dun.
taking their 30-minute break.
Oh. Jeez, you have strong opinions about the landscapers you hired.
Well, we don't need them. It's fucking fall. And there's like,
It's raining, though. The grass is growing like crazy. Maybe I should hire them. Do they do bamboo removal?
most likely, they're fucking yard guys. I want to shotgun a beer really bad, and I think I'm going to do that on camera after the episode. So, because we're going to be closer to sports episode time and Huskies game.
And Huskies game, that's true.
Oh, yeah. Current update. Wisconsin's kicking the shit out of overrated 11 Michigan, which is awesome. 21-0. I fucking hate Michigan.
You
and-
realize this isn't a live show, right?
Oh, no, I know.
2 days from now, this will be old news.
Very true. But at least it shows people that we are paying attention to sports.
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 I'm happy I haven't watched a single snap of an NFL game this
See,
year. I'm very proud of that.
You're not happy about that because this season's fucking awesome.
No.
And you're missing out on Gardner Minshew.
I
really think-
I've seen him.
I really think
I'm
you should-
familiar with him.
You should be... Oh, God.
He's
You should
totally-
become a Jags fan.
Fucking absurd.
That's a PI. You should be a Jags fan. And I'll tell you why. because they're almost just as sad as the Giants.
Is it because their owner looks like Ron Jeremy? Is that?
That's pretty funny. And he does, yes. But now they've got the mustache, man. You got to roll with the mustache.
Yeah.
If I wasn't an NFL fan and I was like just watching NFL games for the first time and I were to be graced upon the mustache for the first time, I would be a Jacksonville fan. Gardner Minshew. Shouts out to him.
Do you watch The Good Place?
His grandfather wanted to name him Beowulf.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, we did. We talked about that.
Do either of you watch The Good Place?
Nope.
What the hell is that?
It's a TV show on NBC. It's really good. Anyways, one of the characters is from Jacksonville, and the running joke is that he loves the Jaguars and Blake Bortles is the best quarterback of all time. So anytime he tries to do anything cool, he shouts Bortles when he does it, and like the joke is now dead, and I'm sad about that. Bring back Blake Bortles.
No, don't bring back Blake Bortles.
So I've been playing some mobile games.
Oh, really?
I'm still playing that Darkness Rises one, and I've been
I
playing.
can never see. I keep every time I'm like in the mood for a new game. I'm like, what's that one Vito talked about? Like Fire
You gotta
Times
listen
or
to you just gotta put the link in the description, and then and when you think about it, you can click the link. And then Raid Shadow Legends is pretty good.
Click like.
The
and
only
subscribe.
thing about Raid Shadow Legends that I don't like is that every time I log in, it's like I'm trying to do things in the game, and they're just like, buy this, buy that.
Yeah,
buy
I mean
this,
that's mobile
buy
games,
that.
That's mobile
man.
games.
That's
They
the,
gotta
like,
make their money, dude.
Fuck, there's like
man.
7 different windows. At least in
That
Darkness
follows
Rises,
that.
there's like 2 windows that pop up, and they only pop up once per like time you're on your character.
Play it on fucking airplane mode.
You can't though. Most of the time you can't.
Yeah, and also it's not.
you need to
it's
connect
not,
to the
It's not
servers.
a. It's not a. It's not like an ad. It's a like
In game.
buy more gems or whatever kind of shit.
Fuck.
And here's it's in game. So
You know
it's
what you
like-
need to do instead of playing mobile games
Yeah.
is pull that recently acquired Nintendo Switch out of the box and set it up.
Hey, transition.
Hey, that is a transition. So Vito
this is a transition.
got a Nintendo Switch as a wedding gift from me. Not to brag, but it was from me.
Thank you, Joe.
So he requested we do top 10 Switch games on this episode, and I could not narrow my list down to 10. I tried
We had
to.
a lot of good Facebook
we did.
participation on
we
this
did,
one.
We
and,
did. I should
you
bring
know,
that up.
And it's funny
Do you have
because
the
it makes me
Facebook on
think
here?
that was like the first post that wasn't me on Facebook, and it was like our biggest post. So, fuck y'all.
It was simple. It was a simple post. Asked a simple question. That's why. And I put a
And also,
picture.
you
I
don't
put
really
a
post
picture in just
questions,
for
do
the
you?
algorithm.
I don't post
man.
questions. I just fucking bullshit on there.
That's the exact reason
Follow
why
me on
nobody
Twitter.
cares.
You can follow me on Twitter, and then you'll be really glad you did. Because I promise you, we're up. We're up. Remember, we had 14 followers for like a year. Just in this last month, we went from 20 to 38. So look at that.
There you go.
I have to tell you, my students have been shouting us out quite a bit. We had
Oh hell yeah!
project presentations recently. So they do like these week-long group projects, and when they finish, they have to present it like they're trying to pitch an app to Steve Jobs. Anyways, one of them, they had these links for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the bottom of the page, and they linked in our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So they click the button, and then there's that picture of me in that ugly ass giant hoodie with my hair down. Like, oh, someone's like, when is that photo from? I'm like 6 months ago, man.
That's right. I haven't seen that jacket.
Yeah.
Because it's been warm. That's the wintertime jacket. That's the cold weather jacket.
That's true. And we're gonna start seeing that every Sunday as you tell us that you hate the Giants and you hate the NFL.
I'm done. Well, yeah, I like that coat though. It's warm. It's ugly
Don't
as
be
shit,
done with
but
the
it's
NFL,
warm.
man. Let me sell you. You want player conduct. You want the rules and the regulations to be followed. Well, Antonio Brown just got released.
Yeah.
So
because
there you
he's
go.
a rapist, and he's he's like a really terrible person. I feel bad that we like laughed at his antics before. It's like straight up intimidating women to drop their rape case. It's super fucked up. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways,
But you see, disciplinary action was taken, so you can watch football now.
oh, except the whole concussion problem, and you know,
Be a Miami fan. Be a Miami fan.
they're what? They're worse than the Giants. They're cartoonishly bad.
I think that Miami is going to be probably statistically the worst football team of all
They're going to
time.
set a record
I think
for
so.
the largest Vegas point spread in a game.
They
already have like a 25-point spread.
They've been outscored in the first 2 weeks of the season 112-10. Or give or take. Oh, shit.
No, it's cool. It's built onto that paper towel. This is convenient.
Look at that.
Okay, anyways. I set up a list of the top 10 Switch games for Vito.
20.
Which became 20. Because I couldn't narrow it
Let's
down.
do 10, because I don't know shit about the Switch.
Don't worry, I'll run through these fast. I'm
Yeah.
a fast fucker. I couldn't do 10 because I
Plus,
started to game the
know
system.
Of most of these games anyway.
I actually
just
talked to
wanted
somebody
know
at
what the
work,
list
because
was.
everybody at work has a Switch.
Yeah.
So I was talking to somebody at work yesterday who was telling me about a game on the Sega Genesis that's just been, they put out like a little cartridge with the best Sega Genesis games.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you
The
about it,
Genesis
see if you
classic.
remember it. But I don't remember the title, but I think if I describe it to you or maybe get close
Okay.
to the title, you may be able to. We're going to test your video game knowledge.
This is one of my favorite segments.
Go ahead.
Okay, so 20 and 19 are kind of lumped together. These are Wii U ports that I couldn't in good conscience put any higher than I did, but they're both very good. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, Mario Kart. What else do you have to say? It's Mario Kart.
Yep.
And Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. The retro Donkey Kong Country games are really fun if you like side-scrolling platformers, and they're hard as fuck. Mario Maker 2 comes in at number 18. Have either of you
I've heard about
played
it.
with
Yeah.
Mario Maker? It's build your own Mario levels. I mean, it's pretty fucking awesome.
The last Mario game I played was where you had the little squirt gun.
That's Sunshine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Underrated
fun.
game. Although, again, that game is weird because at one point, this is the introduction of Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. turns to Peach and says, "Oh, you're my mom. That's what my dad Bowser said." And she doesn't immediately refute it and just seems confused. Wouldn't you immediately know if you had given birth to a turtle?
Wouldn't Mario notice that?
Wouldn't Mario be like, wait. Why are
could
you
probably
not saying
fit
this is
Mario.
impossible? Are you and Bowser like hooking up?
Mario could probably climb
know?
in that gash if she had baby Bowser.
I mean, Bowser's dick is probably the size of Mario's whole body based
That's what
on the
I'm saying.
recent proportions. I don't know what turtle penises look like, but anyways. At number
Bottom line,
17,
Bowser dick is huge.
we have this cute little indie RPG called West of Loathing. This is from the people who made Kingdom of Loathing. You play as a stick figure in like the Wild West, but it's got this like really simple art style, but it's really funny. Tetris 99 comes in at number 16. This is a Tetris battle royale where you're competing to be number one out of the 99 people playing Tetris with you.
I think Facebook fucking slammed they forced a Tetris video on my timeline.
Oh, really?
And it was like of some kid beating this dude who's like really good at Tetris. Was it really actually?
Oh, I saw
a
that.
really
I saw
entertaining
that
video.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And
That was like
actually,
Tetris
If
World
I were to play
Championships,
Tetris like
man.
that, my fucking head would explode.
I'm not good enough for
There's
Tetris
no
99.
way
I played
I
it
could
for
ever
a few
play that.
times. I got to like the 10th. Then I had to look up what the fuck a T-spin was, and now there's the world of competitive Tetris is fascinating. Number 15 is Cuphead, originally released on the Xbox 360. This game's absolutely gorgeous, hand-drawn art style.
Yeah, I've watched it. Yeah.
It's hard as fuck.
Hard as fuck.
Hard as fuck. Number 14 is Baba Is You. This game is possible to describe. It's a puzzle game where you push blocks around, except you can also create the rules because some of the blocks are words. So if Baba is you, then you're controlling Baba. But if heart becomes you, now you're controlling the heart. So, it's crazy and it's total mindfuck.
That's pretty cool.
War Groove is number 13. This is, anyone remember Advance Wars on the Game Boy Advance?
Yes.
This is essentially Advance Wars. It's spiritual successor, let's say, because
Yeah.
I couldn't get the Advance Wars license, but it plays exactly like Advance Wars.
Nice.
With a medieval setting. It's really good.
Oh, that's really cool.
Celeste comes in at number 12. This is another side-scrolling platformer. This is about it's a woman battling her own mental demons and anxiety in the form of an incredibly difficult side-scrolling platformer. It's a very good game.
Wow.
Golf Story comes in at number 11. See, this is the reason I had to go to 20, Christian, because I couldn't fit all these like ridiculous Joe games onto my top 10, but I
Joe
needed to talk
games.
about them. Golf Story comes in at number 11. This is a 16-bit style golf RPG. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about that.
All right.
Number 10 is Hollow Knight. This is a side-scrolling Metroidvania, hand-drawn art style again. You play as this bug in this very dreary world. It's very good. It's very good. Steam World Quest, The Hand of Gilgamesh.
I think you talked about this one
I have.
before.
This is a card battling RPG in the Steam world.
Gilgamesh? That sounds like
It's a cross
the
between-
episode of South Park where they were counting. That's where the
It's the Steam world universe,
wants
so
to marry
everyone's a
Galgamar?
robot, and then
It's a-
Gilgamesh is a Gilgamesh reference.
Yeah.
Get me out of here! I'm a Klingonian.
Anyways, this is a card battling RPG in the vein of Slay the Spire or Thronebreaker, but it's really fun and it's cute. All the Steam World games are good. Into the Breach comes in at number 8. Have any of you ever played XCOM or?
Oh, yeah.
This is basically like XCOM, but you play as mechs and you're fighting giant bugs, and it's
Nice.
a roguelike too. So like you fail often, and you just restart.
Totally.
It's really good. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Are you
Okay.
familiar with this one?
No.
This is essentially XCOM, except you play as Mario and the Raving Rabbids. So you might
What are the
have
Raving
like,
Rabbids?
like from Ubisoft. They're like weird, creepy looking
Oh,
rabbit
that's
dudes.
right.
So, but they're like dressed as Nintendo characters. So like the
Oh, that's
Peach,
funny.
the Peach Rabbit is like an Instagram influencer and constantly taking selfies, and she's dressed like Princess Peach, and she's a rabbit. Also, they all have guns, and they're like hiding behind cover to shoot Goombas and shit. I told you,
hilarious.
it's the weird. But it's really good.
That's hilarious.
It's
could
the
never
oddest
play any of
crossover
these
ever,
games.
but it's pretty cool. Valkyria Chronicles 4 comes in at number 6. Valkyria Chronicles is quite possibly my favorite video game series of all time.
I've heard about them, yeah.
This is a
Call of Duty, man.
mesh. It's like a
No.
alternative universe World War II where you play. It's hard to describe. It's like turn-based strategy, except when you pick a unit to control, you control them in a third-person shooter perspective, but it's not about twitch reflexes. Once you pull out your gun to shoot, time pauses. You can take one
Right.
shot, get behind cover, and go again. So it's sort of a mix.
So it's like a third person turn based.
Yeah.
Time Crisis,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. I mean, except like as you're moving around the map, the enemies are just constantly firing at you until you pull up your gun to shoot them. Then they stop firing, right?
Right.
So you have to worry about like unit positioning and lines of sight and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, number
That sounds pretty
5.
good.
Number 5 is Stardew Valley. I'm sure
Oh,
I've
yeah.
talked about this one before. Vito knows
I've
about
never
it.
actually played it, but I've watched a lot of it, and it's one of the favorite games of like 3 of my friends.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's on the Switch version's great because of the handheld nature.
Yeah.
This is a farming sim, Christian. You play as a farmer. You inherit this farm from your dad, and you gotta like raise chickens and shit.
Right on. Farming Simulator's out on Xbox too. I haven't played it.
I mean, Untitled Goose Game is out on the Switch. I want to play that one. Also, Creature in the Well, but I'll talk about those once I play them. Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Fire
in
Emblem's
March,
always fun.
May of this year. This one's really fun. There's 4 different branching paths you can play. And also, it takes place in a school, so you have to do like Persona style, like teach classes to get your students better at shit and, you know.
So what
time
number are we on right
management stuff. Number 4.
Okay.
Out of 20. We only got 4 more to go. Relax.
now? No. I'm trying to wonder where these are all playing in because we got so many on Facebook.
Oh, I'll...
And I'm sure that a lot
I'm
of those
looking at
are
the
going to be
Facebook
coming in.
now.
Everything I was looking at the Facebook, and I feel like everything that was said on Facebook is coming in the top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple in here that I haven't talked about just because I haven't played them. Oh, and Skyrim for some reason.
Ah,
Sorry, Blake. No one's playing Skyrim on this.
I have a feeling those first like 15 of them were all like Joe games, and now we're getting into the like actual top 5.
No,
Somebody-
I said the Mario Kart was
Somebody
on there.
from work right now just told me that they're on a serious Skyrim kick because of the Switch. She said it's a little bit buggy, but it's fun.
Yeah,
It's fucking Skyrim.
yeah, it's
God
buggy.
damn it.
You
That's
can also
been
play
released
Doom
15 goddamn
and,
times.
What's the other one?
You say Doom?
Yeah, like the 2016 Doom. Yeah.
Ooh.
And the new Wolfenstein is on there. Like,
Aaron's brother
poured everything to Switch.
apparently plays Skyrim on like everything every time it comes out.
weird.
Can't do it.
I
Played that
can't
game
play Skyrim.
once, loved it, but
I played it once and couldn't get through it because I just didn't care enough about exploring. And that game is very,
Yeah.
very much about the open world and not about the like.
So we've come so
single
far
player.
since then, and Bethesda needs to adapt.
Yeah.
Anyways, number 3, Zelda Breath of the Wild,
yeah, that's a
Yep.
big one.
open world Zelda
That was
game.
already
fucking
going to be
says
like
that.
the first game that I bought.
It's really good.
I've played a little bit on one of my friends' Switches before.
Wait, so you bought him a Switch? It didn't come with any goddamn games?
know-
Oh, boy. Anyway,
I also got him a knife set
Yeah, he also
before I
got me a knife
decided
set.
to get him the Switch,
Like a kitchen knife set
which
with
I
a lock.
talked to him about. So
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you
fucking
get him,
stoked for this
motherfucker?
next. Yeah,
That's
you
true.
can get me some Switch. You can buy me some of these Switch games.
I got top 20 for you.
I don't do gifts, but I can get you some.
No, it's okay.
Number
I'll get you a
2
Switch.
on my list is Super Smash Brothers
just
Ultimate.
tell
by
me
the
which
way.
ones you're. Sorry, tell me which ones you're planning on, so I don't
just-
buy them first.
I just oozed my name on that present anyway. I was like, this is from all three of us, me, Ara, Joe.
Oh, yeah. It didn't come with a card.
That's funny.
It was Joe's idea.
Yeah.
God, I am fucking sweaty.
Number 2 is Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Best
Yep.
Smash game ever.
I think if I won't ever buy a Switch just because I think it's like a castrated system. I don't like the idea of like taking my game with me.
Why?
Because I just feel like it's gonna break. I feel like it's gonna get stolen.
I'm a
It means
huge fan of portable gaming. I used to play Game Boy and Game Boy.
I like
SP.
the
That's
Game
the
Boys,
appeal.
but
This
this thing
is
is like a
basically a
fucking
Game Boy.
This thing's like a bigger Game Boy that's like easier for people to be like, oh, I'm gonna rob this guy once we get off the
You
bus.
bring your iPad on the bus?
No, fuck no.
Well,
I don't ride the
people
bus.
do that.
I don't
I
ride
mean-
the fucking bus.
Yeah,
I guess
but
I guess if you ride the bus.
I think for me,
With the
especially since
trainables.
I don't have much of a commute, I usually play my games when I'm not playing them at their like station.
I rode the
like,
bus.
on the bed or on the couch or something, and that's what I'm going to use it for.
Not to get off topic here, but this is really quick. I rode the bus to work for the first time ever in my work career. And
Listeners are on pins and needles because literally the last game to be revealed is number 1. But go ahead.
and I get on the bus, and the bus driver tells me that I have to get off the bus and wait for the next one. Even though there was standing room, and she let in 2 people with fucking dogs, and I had to get off, and I was late to work on my first day of work for the first time ever. I've never been late to work ever until I rode the bus. So, Seattle Transit, you guys are some fucking assholes. Fuck you. Anyway, moving on. Number one.
Number 1, Super Mario Odyssey.
I've heard about that one too. Yeah.
Best game on the Switch. People will tell you Zelda Breath of the Wild, but this is a hot take. But people love Zelda Breath of the Wild because Nintendo fans don't play open world games. It's just an open world game. It's a really good open world game, but it doesn't break anything
I played some of
awesome.
it on my friend's Switch, and I'd say that's probably one of the games I'm most excited to play, aside from the Fire Emblem one.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. And you can do like some of the weird physics because you get all the skills. It's so
Yeah.
weird for a Zelda game because literally you get all the abilities in the first half an hour. And then it's just using them in weird ways, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
Some of the shrine puzzles are pretty good, but
Shouts out to Alex Salute who said Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. Look at that.
I was on the page right now. Lazarus Maxwell said Smash Breath
Yep.
of the Wild and,
And
Golf,
Golf
Story.
Story.
So I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm not the only one.
Luigi's Haunted Mansion 3. I
That
didn't
game's
even know
not
they
even
made
out yet.
Fucking 3 of them.
not even
And
out yet.
Yoshi Crafted World. That was something that somebody at work was
So
telling
Yoshi
me about.
Crafted World is fun. I played the demo. My nephew Finn loves that game. Shout out to Tim and Finn. Somebody said Kirby in here as well. That's another one of the ones I
Yeah.
haven't played.
Ever Garcia said Mario Kart and Kirby.
Yeah.
Derek said Blues Brothers 2000, which had me laugh. I was fucking dying at that. And yeah, you're looking at Odyssey and Zelda
Yeah.
and Super Smash.
No,
All the way. Everybody
forget.
fucking
I've
said
definitely
those.
heard about and probably watched Odyssey, but I don't remember what it's about.
I mean, it's a 3D Mario game.
Yeah. Okay. Is it the one where there was like a dinosaur in one of the levels?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
The,
cool.
the hook of this game is your cap is like a sentient being.
Yeah.
And if you throw your cap, you can take
Okay,
control
so yeah,
of
I've
other
seen,
stuff.
I've seen. Yeah.
So you can become, and anytime the hat goes on anything, it gets a Mario mustache. So like you can throw your hat onto that T-Rex, and then it gets a mustache, and you move it around.
Yeah.
You also do that with like, and this is kind of a spoiler, but like a steak, for example.
Yeah.
Like,
That's great. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Yep. Now that I remember what it is.
and then also, obviously, my opinion will probably change tomorrow.
I'm
but
scared to stand up.
as of 11 p.m. when I made this list, this are my top 20 Switch games.
I'm just sweating through this fucking.
I think the three that stood out to me were those top two and the Fire Emblem game.
So, not Smash then.
I gotta get up. I gotta get up and open up some windows and some doors here because I'm gonna fucking melt.
The only reason I probably
That's fine, Vito.
I mean
can
I'll probably
vamp
get
about
Smash,
video
but I'll
games
probably
for-
get Smash after I'm done playing those other three games, kind of thing.
But you can play me and Colin online and smash. And
Well,
get your
yeah,
butt
but I'd
kicked.
get smashed.
Heyo.
Hey.
Heyo.
Because, like, it would probably take me, like, at least, like, 20 hours into the game or something before I'm even, like, capable
Good.
of playing
Yeah.
against you guys.
Yeah. So funny.
Let alone competitive.
So I ride the bus with my Switch, and it comes with those offset color paddles that I think
yeah.
are so stupid.
Yeah.
So I bought the matching offset pair. So I have 2 blue ones and 2
Oh.
red ones, and I use the blue ones.
Yeah.
And so I was playing it on the bus, and I saw a woman, the only person I've ever seen playing a Switch on the bus, who also had matched colored handles. And they were the red ones. And I'm like, who is this gender swap version of me who also did this? Like, Joy-Cons are expensive. They're like $80 for the pair, man. So
I mean,
like,
granted, if I didn't have anything I really wanted to buy at the time and had money, I probably would also do that.
yeah. I don't know. I've been spending so much money on fucking rat extermination.
Yeah.
Let's hear
Recently.
those fucking rat stories,
Yeah.
Oh
baby.
my god.
Rat
Okay.
story transition.
I'm back from the dead.
Let's talk about rats. The door is open, but somehow the dog's not running outside.
Well, I put a chair in front of the door.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, he's fucking retarded.
Oh, Jesus.
Right, Benji?
Christ.
Yeah, see, look, he's done.
Oh.
But I fucking love him. He's my little baby.
Careful. Oh, he made it. Good job. Now,
And by
be careful
baby, I
getting
mean
back.
he stands on 2 feet and he's 6
Yeah,
foot tall.
He's,
so
he's a big dog.
fucking big guy. But yeah, he's scared of gates and chairs.
Gates, really? Okay.
Gates and chairs.
Well, that's all it takes. Damn.
Well, plus he won't run off, you know.
So, I have photos actually.
Of your rat?
Yeah.
Ooh, you're gonna have to post those on Facebook. Let
geez.
people know what you're at war against.
We had this roof rat, and this roof rat definitely fallen into the basement, and we haven't been able to catch it. We've been baiting it. We put out traps. So finally, I'm like, fuck this. I spent like $30, and I got some nice traps, like the big black ones with the like T-Rex mouth, instead of those lame ass Victor ones that don't work. And
Well,
I
are
got
you
some
talking
glue
about
traps
just like
as well.
The regular old. Because
Yeah.
you said you snapped it and
I
it
did.
lived.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, he's pissed now. He's gonna have like babies and shit. And they're gonna fuck your walls up.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the other rat, though. That was the rat we thought we had. Then, so I finally set up some glue traps. I got some bait pellets. And I set up this, like, big snap trap. The Tomcat brand, shout out, because this was the only one that caught this fucking rat. And so I go down there the next morning, and I can hear, like, whimpers. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
And I go in there, and this is what I see. Hold on, let me pull up the photo real fast.
Okay, you feel that breeze though?
Yeah, that
That's
does feel
fucking nice.
Oh, nope, that's a picture of me as a Power Ranger.
What?
I sent that to you.
You did?
I don't know if you've been to my basement, but here, start here and scroll that way.
I'm gonna have to have Vito hand me that phone. Who's currently climbing over the couch like Benji.
This big fucking rat, which is probably about the size of my foot.
Watch out for your wire, buddy. It's pinched. You don't want to yank that shit out your phone.
Anyways, this rat, which is probably about the size of my foot. You can scroll to the right. There's more photos.
And he's caught. You got him
His
caught.
face is caught, but he's definitely still alive. And he's
Oh yeah.
thrashing around in there. Also, that's not a roof rat. That's a Norway rat. That's a other kind of rat. So then we definitely now have some sort of entryway into my house.
That's a mouse, man.
No, it's not.
Look at that tail. Look at that fucking
I know.
tail.
It's like a foot long tail. That's definitely a rat. Anyways,
But I thought this was already discussed. I thought that
no, not this. This happened a few days ago, man. That with its face in the trap.
I thought that if a mouse goes outside, it becomes a rat, and if a rat goes inside, it becomes
No,
a
they're
like-
different species. They're different species.
Yes,
So
I
why
know,
haven't you guys
fucking do.
just gotten an exterminator?
We have an exterminator.
But
Your
he
exterminator
hasn't
is like-
exterminated?
Dude, rat catching is notoriously difficult. Also, those
so
Norway
we
rats,
had-
we didn't know those were in the basement until I caught that fucker. We
Why
thought
do
it
you
was the
think? Why
one
do you
from
think
the
Tom and
attic.
Jerry was on TV for so goddamn
We
long?
had rats,
Yeah.
and the guy came in, he put up traps, he killed the rats, and then he filled the holes, and that was it.
How long did it take?
I mean, it took like a week or two, but
See, that's what I'm saying. We just found out about those rats in the basement, though. We didn't know that they had gotten in. We thought it was the one that was coming from the attic that we had snapped and had fallen down.
yeah. And
Now,
you guys fixed up the attic. or
yeah,
something?
oh yeah,
Okay.
right away. But I think what happened is during the thunderstorm. So we've been doing a lot of yard work, clearing out all the bamboo, and we think during the thunderstorm, when the ground got real soft, they dug down and they found some sort of crack in the concrete or something, and totally snuck in. So we caught that fucker. Anyways, he's alive. He's like thrashing around. So me and Brad, the downstairs roommate, were able to get him into a Home Depot bucket. Then we take the Home Depot bucket and we cover it with like a piece of like shitty like faux wood flooring that we just had lying around, and we put an old computer on top of it. So he's like in the bucket. Then we're like, you know what? We have to go to work. We should probably take this rat outside. So we take the computer off of it. We flip it upside down, and now we're carrying this rat. So we have the piece of faux flooring and the 5-gallon bucket, and the rat is between the two. So he's like freaking the fuck out, right? And we're like, oh God, I hope he doesn't somehow break free of this trap. We get him all the way outside. We put a paint bucket on top of it. And as of like 2 days ago, so we caught this about 4 days ago, he was still alive in there, but he can't escape because he doesn't have his mouth because it's caught in this fucking trap.
Yeah, he'll be dead.
So there's there's this 5-gallon orange paint bucket.
And I guarantee you,
on top
every
of it.
rat in that block has had sex with him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's just trapped ass up.
It gets worse because the next day, we found a little rat on the glue trap. And then the day after that, we found 2 more little rats on the other glue trap.
Oh, Joe, I'd burn your house down, buddy.
So far, we've caught 4 fucking rats. We haven't even caught that one from the attic because we saw him yesterday. It's the other kind of rat, so it's like a different color altogether. We saw him yesterday, like in the sink, trying to find some water, drinking fucking bleach water out of the fucking sink that we're washing the rat knives in. We have rat knives now. It's like, this is like, again, everybody look up the Matthew Broderick, Nathan Lane movie Mouse Hunt, because that's what I feel like right now with these fucking rats.
It's a fucking war, man. They'll fuck your house up if you don't stop them.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a good thing you have an exterminator, but I would have gone mafia on that rat's ass in the bucket. I would have put him in the bucket. I would have gone to Home Depot. I would have gotten quick drying cement. I would have mixed it, and then I would have poured it in the bucket, and then threw him into Puget Sound.
Jesus Christ.
And then in like once all like the concrete erodes in the bottom, it'll like wash up.
I did feel bad, so I looked up like humane ways to kill a trapped rat, and it's like, okay, the only stuff I could find is like if you have them in one of those like no kill cages, just submerge the cage in water for about 5 minutes and it'll drown.
Well,
but I'm like, but he's not submerged. Like he has his arms and legs, and they're really good swimmers. So
yeah,
like,
they fucking climb up your toilet.
I know.
In the wintertime,
I know.
They'll climb up your toilet, so be careful when you're taking a shit around December. You don't want to feel a little kiss on your balls. It's going to be a tiny little rat trying to get out of your toilet.
I know that happens.
I remember my dad's like extremely terrified of rats. And so what we did is Haley and I went to Costume and Display, and we bought like a $2 fake rat, like one of those with like these fucking long ass tails. Mm-hmm. My dad's like scared of the tail, and he's scared of the rat, but the tail is like
a common thing. I don't.
The tail is what scares him because it's like long, it's greasy, it's gross. And his big thing was close the toilet bowls in the winter because he doesn't want rats in the fucking house. And of course, it's just paranoid of rats. Mm-hmm. So what we did was we get home from Costume and Display and we throw the rat in the toilet and close the toilet. We just let it kind of hang out in there. And then all of a sudden, like hour, maybe like 2 hours goes by. We're just chilling. Then you hear, "What the fuck? Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? Jesus, there's a fucking rat in the toilet." Of course, we're laughing. It scared my dad half to death, which was fucking hilarious. Hilarious. And then that rat was used for, we scared my dog with it. Little basset hound, we scared her with the rat. And then we scared my stepmom with the rat. So the rat made its rounds. For $2, this is probably like the fucking best investment I've ever had.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck, I probably got thrown out.
Fuck this rat.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, rats, there is no humane way to take out a rat for me because they will fuck your house up completely. Yeah. They will live in your walls, they will live in your pipes, and they'll fuck your pipes up, they'll fuck your walls up. Trust me, when I was doing irrigation systems, most of our work was because rats were dead in their pipes and they like swelled up and exploded the pipe. Because they like swelled up with water, like fucking water logs in a river.
I heard some. So I looked up some stats about Seattle's rats. Seattle has the 8th most rats in the United States, even though we have like the 20th most people. There are more rats than people in Seattle, according to some estimates. The rattiest neighborhoods are all the neighborhoods north of the cut, so where we all live.
Yeah,
Great.
and there's homeless people throwing garbage and food garbage all over the place, so
I mean,
it
that
brings
doesn't
more
help.
rats.
Also, the extermination companies say that they're so busy, they think in the next 10 years, every house in North Seattle will have a rat problem at one point or another. The city of Seattle baits the sewers because there's so many fucking rats in there. But they don't even think they're going to be able to eradicate them.
Eradicate.
Eradicate.
Hey.
That's also Ara made that joke. That's going to be her extermination company. Eradicate.
That's good.
That's great.
But yeah, man, I'm telling you, they're just like spiders. They're in your house. If they're in your house and you fucking kill it and you leave it for all of its pals to see, they'll be like, "Damn, he's fucking smeared on the wall and he's been there for like a month. He's gonna kill me and he's gonna display me." That's what we did with we found a big spider in my bedroom.
You put it on.
And so I just I took my sandal and smashed it. It's on my roof. Just smashed it and left it. And it's been there for like 3 months. I haven't seen a spider in my room since.
See,
they get scared, man. They're like,
yeah,
shit, this guy's gonna kill me if I go in there.
My concern is that will just prevent them from coming out of the walls.
But you see, for the rats,
Yeah. So I.
Oh no, well you got to
pull
take
the
it outside. You
carcasses
got
out
to take
as
it
soon as
outside. Like,
possible. Yeah.
if you were to put that rat in a concrete bucket, pour some concrete in there, and then let it like form, like just a little shallow, and like let it form, and then put that display out in your front yard. Not only is it in time for October spookies, it's good decoration, and it'll scare the rats away from your house because they're gonna be like, I don't want to be in a trap in concrete.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do that.
I was hoping when we did all the bamboo work, the rats would just scatter to the neighborhood.
The
but
only
they
problem
just
is
got
when you-
entrenched and went into the house.
When you took out the bamboo, they just went into your house. And I did warn you about that.
Yeah.
We could probably refer to a few episodes where I did warn you
like
to
I
take
said,
that shit out.
We have bait stations all around the house, and I keep snapping. The glue traps have been working amazing for the little ones, and I bought more of those like T-Rex style traps, so I'm just going to trap the fuck out of the basement until we get the rest of them. An average rat's nest has 5 rats in it, and we've caught 4 rats. So.
Isn't it weird that they have like bug bombs, but they don't have rat bombs?
Well, I mean, you can bait them though, but you don't want to poison them because then they die in your walls and they stink.
That's true.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah, they do live in your. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
You want to trap them.
You wanna trap them.
You want to trap them. Yeah.
And then you want to display them.
You want to get rid of them. Leave them for the exterminator to look at, identify, and come up with a plan, and then get the fuck out of there.
I'm telling you, man.
That big fucker.
Put them all in a bucket, throw some concrete in there, and put a spooky decoration out. Because they're going to turn into skeletons eventually, so you might as well just do that.
Jesus Christ.
I hate rats, man. I don't fucking care. If any of you PETA motherfuckers hear this and you're talking shit about me, fuck you. Rats are going to tear up your house because you try to be humane with them.
You better watch out. The internet, I learned this, is very full of rat fans. When I Googled humane ways to kill a trapped rat, don't kill them. They're very smart.
Here's
Just
a funny
take them
thing.
to a rat-friendly area at least 10 miles from your house. I'm like, I'm not putting that rat in my car for 10 miles
Yeah.
and then setting it free.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. All right? A lot of people have pet rats.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yep.
If you have a pet rat, you have a problem.
Yep.
That thing is nothing but trouble for your house. I remember I went to a party. I will not disclose who this was, even though he knows who he is. He knows who he is. I went to a party. I'm going to their bedroom because it was a couple. He's like, check out my room because they just moved in.
Yeah.
Check out my room. It's fucking sweet. It's huge. Biggest room in the house. And he's like, yeah, I got a huge ass closet. Open up his closet and there's a cage with like fucking 4 rats in there. And the whole time I was at the party, I figured I might just go in there and kill those rats, take care of his rat problem.
Jesus Christ.
But then, then he told me that they were pet rats. And
Yeah.
all I could think of was, why the fuck are we housing rats? Why are we having pet rats? Oh, you could take it out of the cage and hold it. No! I don't want to touch your goddamn rat. That thing's got the Zika plague. It's got the fucking black plague.
The pet ones are
got the
clean. I mean, they keep them clean.
Fucking
They don't,
gross, man. I mean, I'd rather have a possum. A possum's a rodent, but I'd rather have a possum.
So is a squirrel.
I don't like squirrels.
I want a pet capybara.
Like
Like
I
the
mean,
size of fucking Benji.
I see a capybara would be sweet, but I think a possum would be good because they'll like eat your rats and they'll eat your spiders and they'll fucking like just hang out and they don't get rabies. They're immune to rabies, which is fucking rad. But
There you go.
I didn't know you knew so much about possums.
dude, I love possums. And it's like I'm kind of a hypocrite
They're really
because
cute,
I fucking
too.
hate rats, but I love possums. And
You kidding me?
just
Possums are
rodents.
fucking cute.
They are
They
cute.
look like rats. They're
But
not.
they do, and they have
Squirrels
big
are
greasy
cute.
tails.
Chipmunks are cute. Yeah, they talk
big
about
greasy
big greasy fucking
tails.
tails, man. Jesus Christ.
But I think if you get like even a dirty possum's a cute possum, man, because they're never gonna
disagree.
hurt you. They're not.
I got those teeth. Oh man.
No, they're never gonna bite you. They're never gonna bite you. They're never gonna hurt you. Their biggest defense mechanism is their hiss.
Yeah.
And then they're scared of their own ass too. So when their tail like touches them while they eat, they turn around and hiss at their ass. It's pretty great, man. I fucking love possums. If anybody has a possum for sale, holler at your boy. I will buy him so I can take care of the rat problem. But we do have cats around our neighborhood. There was a rat in our driveway not too long ago, and he did.
Did you see it during the daytime? That generally means there's a ton of rats in the neighborhood and has nowhere to live. So watch out. They're coming for you.
So it was spotted in like kind of not in the driveway, but like near the street. And our neighbors got cats, and so one of our cats was in one of their cats was in our front yard, like just dead staring at that rat, and like barely moving, doing that slow predatory catwalk. You know what I'm talking about? And this was all told to me by Haley, and she tried to go over there and pet the cat until she saw that the cat was like in its predatory nature.
Yeah.
And so she looked over and she saw the rat, and then the cat just fucking charged after it.
Remember we used to
I
have
highly doubt that rat's still alive.
we used to have this neighborhood cat that would hang
Just
out.
look at that.
At our
You
house.
pulling up pictures of possums?
Hideous, man.
It's so cute.
That thing's
Let's see.
hideous.
No, that's cute, dude. That's
adorable.
cute.
Oh man.
And that's even like a street one that's posing out there in the woods.
We used to have this neighborhood cat that would hang out with us when I lived with Colin, and one day we were sitting on the front porch, and it chases a mouse under the chair I'm sitting on, and then it's like doing its like hop around thing. The mouse comes out, runs down the stairs, the cat chases after it, and we just hear then it comes up the stairs with the mouse in its mouth. And I was like, oh hell no. We do not want that dead mouse. Get out of here.
Dude, you're rat war, man.
These are the two other ones that we caught last night.
You know who you got to talk to about taking
Damn.
out rats? Oh shit. That's scary. You got to talk to Marq about taking out rats.
Oh, I see the rat king.
He's got a great story on it that we can't tell on the podcast, unfortunately. It's a little bit too violent. We can't tell it. It's hilarious because it's a rat, but we can't tell it on the story because
I did think about just Charlie killing that fucker. Because we have this old, we call it the door answering bat. We have this old like wooden baseball bat that we just leave next to the door in case Creeper comes around.
Oh hell yeah.
I thought about just taking it and bashing the brains in, but I'm like, I don't want to clean up like rat guts from my
Take him out in
basement.
take him out in the fucking yard, man.
There's too much like escape zones, bamboo and shit for him to climb under.
Just machete its head off. You got it.
Again,
have a
machete's
machete.
not that sharp.
Sharpen your shit, man.
Yeah, sharpen your
Take
shit.
it to a
I need. Is this
Richard
sharp enough to
Smith.
chop through a rat? That's what I'm using it for. You know, these
See, what
aren't
you need
for
to
that
do
purpose,
is get an
right?
executioner's axe.
Again, why, at this point, why don't I just go get a fucking varmint?
You just
rifle
gotta
or
go.
whatever,
You just
know?
gotta go. Fucking Mel Gibson's The Patriot on that thing, and just get a little tomahawk,
Stab it through the chest with
get
an
a
American
musket.
flag.
get a musket, get a musket, and put a tomahawk in your back pocket. Kill a whole like fucking battalion of.
I don't know, man.
Redcoats?
The glue
I
traps
actually had
have
a
been
BB
working
gun
quite
at
well.
some point. I don't know if I still have it. I don't think I do.
I feel like the one that I want to kill is too big for BB guns. Even I
Right.
need like a real
Oh yeah, you're gonna hit
.22
that thing, and it's
rifle,
just
man.
gonna lay more eggs.
mammal, man. They have sex. I also looked that up. They only have litters about once every 4 months. They're not like fucking rabbits where they're having babies.
Yeah,
every
but
2
you
weeks.
got to think about how many are having sex at one time.
I know.
That's a
aware.
lot of litters,
oh,
buddy.
Trust me. I've
And
been
then
doing
those
all
ones
the
that are being
research.
born are all having sex too. So it's like
After
there's
about
no
4
there's
months,
no birds
yes.
and the bees.
After about 4 months.
There's no birds and the bees with those little baby fucking rats. They're just out there fucking each other.
Like I said,
Repopulating.
generally speaking, a single rat's nest will have about 5 rats, although they do tend to have lots of nests right next to each other.
Ugh. God, they sound like Zerg.
Yeah, basically.
They're like the fucking Zerg.
We're dealing with it.
Well,
Need
good luck on
everybody
your.
in my house to chill the fuck out and accept the fact that you
just gotta
don't
bring in
kill
the
a rat
Protoss.
in a day. It takes a few weeks, maybe even a few months to get rid of all your fucking rats. You just have to
Disclaimer
accept
at the
that.
end of all of our fucking, rodent killing topic here. Don't listen to it if you're sensitive.
Trigger warning. If you like rats,
I don't want
this
to
is
fucking
not
hear
the
about how
episode
much
for
you love rats because I don't give a shit. If you love rats, you're fucking insane. I'm sorry. Because they're just going to fuck and repopulate in your walls. And I feel bad for you. Ah, God, fucking sweaty. Ugh. Dude, I'm about to crack that
I feel like the
Coors Light, buddy.
Protoss
That thing is
in this
sweating.
situation.
We're building all the contraptions.
Just gonna exterminate them with the fucking mothership laser beam and kill
Honestly,
the whole
though,
planet.
can we have a StarCraft appreciation episode one of these days? Because I think
I mean, I don't know if we could
You
do a whole
guys can,
episode
I'm
on
not
it.
really
We could do
that-
like a
yeah.
we
let's
could
do a little segment on
do a
it,
little
man.
segment on it.
I'm even down to do that right now. So moving on from rat killing,
Well, if you guys are gonna
To
talk
Zerg
StarCraft,
killing.
I gotta take a piss.
Vito, did you like StarCraft 2?
Oh yeah, I played the story mostly because I was just not good at the game. But
See, the problem was I didn't play StarCraft 2 because I didn't have a computer to support it. My brother did.
yeah.
My brother, my cousin, and my other cousin, they fucking played. They played StarCraft 2
I played the
online,
shit out of the campaigns.
and they were good. They were really good at them. But they just skipped the campaign and went right into online
Yeah.
because they knew how to play. So they had their hotkeys and all that shit. I was just so stuck on part 1. Like part 1, and then you got the expansion for Brood War.
Yep.
I just never could let that game go, man. I still have that game on my computer.
Well, that's the thing about that game though, is that like Brood War is still like the #1 strategy game to be played right now, as
Yeah.
far as like competitively.
And you get into those competitive matches, and I was never any good at them.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
when you'd have
no.
to do like 3-on-3,
I actually never played the first one until after the second one came out,
getting fucking Zerg
and
rushed.
I just can't deal with the clunky mechanics after dealing with playing the second game, where everything's really easily.
Yes.
It's not as clunky feeling.
No,
Like,
I agree.
I understand if people grew up with the first one,
Oh, there he is.
then
Joe
they're
was
used
right.
to it,
I think Mark's here.
Benji. There you go. See, that's all it takes. He's a good dog.
But
He's just protecting the house.
From cars in the driveway.
but yeah, like I can understand how it's not a problem for some people if they like grew up with it and so they are already like used to it.
Right.
But it's one of those things where like I played the second one first, and so like
Oh yeah, that'll do
know.
it. I mean, I played the first one religiously my entire childhood. That and Warcraft 2
my
were like two of my favorite games of all time. Or
I-
like
Nerd.
at the time.
yeah.
But
I also really don't like the play style of StarCraft as strategy games go. I really like big, slow macro games, and StarCraft is very much about like the cheesing and the like.
I just don't really like RTSs.
it's so
I
fucking fast.
I grew up with RTS.
Click per
See,
second
like
and all
when
that
you were
bullshit.
when you're brand new and you're getting into a StarCraft like matchmaking,
Yeah.
and it's like a 3-on-3. I'm still mining gold
Yeah.
when like my other teammates have like fucking 8 goddamn barracks built, and I'm
Totally.
like, I don't know it.
That,
I don't know
that's
what the
why
fuck
I
I'm
don't
doing.
like the like how fast paced it is. I really like games like I mean, I'm sure a lot of these games, if you're competitive, are probably still really fast paced, but like Age of Mythology and I played a lot of the Moon Project with my brother, and we would play it to where we'd have a set time where we're not allowed to attack each other, and then we fucking have these massive armies that collide in the middle
middle of the map.
and we just fucking crash the computers. That was like my favorite way to play.
And then another RTS game that I love to play was
I'm honestly more into like base building and shit than
Right.
the actual like army.
base building is always fun.
It's so much fun.
Another RTS game that I liked was God, why can't I remember
Warcraft
the
3?
goddamn name of it? No,
Um,
Nations.
Rise of Nations? Is
Yes,
that it?
thank you. Love that game.
You never asked me, by the way, about this.
Yeah, I was
Sega
just
game.
gonna ask you. So this game is called like a Street Brawler, I believe it's called something close to that.
Okay.
Sega Genesis. Do you know that game?
You like Final Fight?
No.
Oh, wait. Streets of Rage.
Streets. There it is. Ah, look at that.
Yep, I've seen
God
that.
damn it! I knew he was gonna get it. See, I forgot
that game
about.
for my Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah, I
'Cause I've been
it's
hearing
a
nothing but-
brawler. It's like your
It's a
old
very good
school
game.
2D
Like-
brawler.
Like Ninja Turtles. How
Yes,
you're
like the
doing-
Ninja Turtles arcade
Yeah.
game. Yes, except the stick is you can pick up weapons off the ground and like beat
nice.
people up with
Yeah, it's a
an
very,
old
very,
shiv
very good
and
game.
stuff.
Well, that's cool. Well, that's
I also
on
really
that's
liked,
on the Switch too. So.
What was it, like Twin Dragons or something?
Double Dragon.
Double Dragons?
Yeah,
that
that's
was a really
an
good game.
NES game. Jimmy and
damn,
Bimmy
Joe.
Lee, man. And then that game, you're both saving your girlfriend, but there's only one girl, so you both dating the same girl. Also interesting. Their names are Jimmy and Bimmy.
Yeah.
Because no, they didn't want to have to, I guess, change the name. You beat up a car for no reason. The mayor of the town is like this big hulking dude. Anyways, Double Dragon is an interesting game.
I really liked it. Some good shit.
I liked the Ninja Turtles arcade games when I was a kid. I was obsessed with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I was a Michelangelo with that when I was a kid. I never cared for Donatello, even though he's really the one I should identify most with. Also, who said... Okay, I think Vito is the one who sounds the most like McLovin, by the way, but whatever. Maybe
Oh
it's
yeah,
me.
Mike. Okay, so it might be Vito. I don't know.
I
I think both of you guys kind of sound like.
haven't
him when I
watched
listen to.
Superbad in a long time.
But he
so-
goes, yeah. When
I
I see him,
honestly just never watched it, so I don't really know.
because I see him in when I go up to visit my family in Lake Tapps. He lives like right around there, and he'll come over and he asks me every time, "Who's the one that sounds like McLovin?" I go, fucking not me. I go, maybe the two other guys, but not me.
Funny.
No, he's a great dude. He's a great guy. If you ever need a car towed, hit him up.
Oh,
He's a tow truck driver. He's
from
fucking
Lake Tapps?
rad.
Does he come all the way down here?
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does business down here.
Is he
I mean,
an
got it.
honest tow truck driver?
Honest tow truck driver?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Will he take your car to an impound and then be impossible to contact and charge you storage fees and that kind of shit?
Fuck no.
Okay.
that shit barely exists now, man.
It still does.
That was like before the age of like you had AAA to like document that your car was getting towed and they send a tow truck driver for you. But yeah, no, check him out. I'll let me get his information on his tow truck. I'll shout him out because he deserves a good shout out because he's a great fan. He loves the show, and yeah.
Shout out. I got to give a shout
Fucking
out
shout
to
out.
my two students who religiously listen, Julia and Rogelio. Shout out.
Hell yeah.
Rogelio really wants to come on the show. Maybe after class is over.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, and Instagram.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
And Podbean.
Yeah,
We
if
need more
you're-
Podbean followers.
If you're a Podbean head, hit us up on there too. Yeah, man, Twitter's blasting off as usual. I'm just on there talking shit, talking football. So if you ever want to, if you want like the quick updates for everything, follow us on Twitter. If you want like our regular posts, like our weekly posts, Facebook's the one for you. Instagram is mainly like that's Vito. From now on, he's our Instagram team manager.
Yeah.
I feel like you've tried to pass that off to Vito.
I tried
many times.
I tried to fucking do things on it and I just never remember.
I'll do it. I'm the social media manager here,
Yeah.
unless somebody posts something that's more popular
Honestly,
than anything
we
I've
need
posted.
an actual social media person
think
because
we
we
do.
suck at it.
So I
I'm the
literally
podcast producer. You're a social media manager, and Vito is
Just here for the
talent.
show.
I literally fucking got a notification from Facebook that said your recent post has performed better than 95% of your other posts. And I was like, I just stared at it and I was like, you know what, Facebook? Fuck you. I was
so
like,
funny.
fuck you, Facebook.
I wrote that like in 5 minutes between helping students on Project Week, and I put just a stock image of a Nintendo Switch to help with the algorithm, and then
Now I'm scared to
blew up.
ask. If you guys want to, who do you want running our Facebook page? Everybody's going to fucking say Joe.
Fuck that! I ain't got time, man. So busy.
I barely have time. I mean, as you could see on Monday, I almost forgot to post the episode. And I have forgotten to post the episode a few times. So shame on me. Fool me once.
It boggles my mind with how that's so important. You can tell. If you look at our download stats, the week we forget to post about it is the week that does the worst. I don't get it. You can just click the subscribe button and it'll download for you.
That's the thing. Well, hey, shouts out, since you said subscribe, shouts out to our buddy Aaron Pagel.
Yeah,
He subscribed
I gave
to
him
us.
a business card.
Yeah, he subscribed to us. So good on him. Awesome.
I saw him at the grocery store.
You guys do us a favor and rate our fucking podcast and review our podcast. You can review
5
it.
stars only.
You can review it on Apple Podcasts, I believe, and you can review it on
Pretty sure you can read it on Spotify too.
on Spotify and Facebook. So give us a rate, so that way we can climb up a little bit, build more of an audience. But our audience
Like, comment,
grows, man.
subscribe.
Our audience is.
Smash that like button.
Smash that motherfucking like button. Click the notification bell, the
Also,
notification icon.
You guys know this is episode 49. Right?
Wow.
That means next week is episode 50.
Damn.
And is next week going to be October?
No.
Oh, damn. It would
You're
be
so
cool.
excited for October.
No, I
Today's
mean-
only the 21st, man.
But October is going to be our 1 year. I'm more excited about that.
It's like late October, yeah.
Well, it's October.
Our first episode was like October 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16th or so.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was like a week before my brother's birthday.
Yeah.
So look at that. We're encroaching on 1 year old. We're still in
Yeah.
fucking diapers,
50
man.
episodes. That's great.
God, I love it.
Hey guys, 50 more episodes and we might clear like 100 viewers. I heard that
fired.
most podcasts are that you don't want to listen to like the first 100 episodes.
Didn't you just hear that from Bobby?
What? No, I didn't even talk to Bobby.
Oh.
Who?
Who?
Who the fuck would say? Who wouldn't want to listen to a podcast for the first 100 episodes? You come into
Well, they work
episode
out
100.
the kinks, man.
Well, they're talking about like the podcasts that have like 1,000 episodes and shit.
Well, you come into.
You just skip the first 100 and then you have like the quality that they have for the rest of the time.
So then on episode 100, are we going to have to do like a reintroduction?
No, people.
If you're just
people
tuning
can
in on the
pick us
100th
up.
episode, which
Yeah.
you fucking should go back to listen to episode 1 to hear how shit we were. Because episode 1, man, we were all scared. We're scared little
Listeners,
babies.
I'll make a Facebook post about this so it actually gets any traction. Burn. But
and now we're all just out here
write in your favorite Beefy Boys moments that we can reminisce about in the next episode.
for the 50th
There we go.
anniversary.
Episode extravaganza.
Although, are we recording the second episode now? And that'll be
I
the
thought
50th?
he's got the boys coming over to do this.
Oh, because we're just kind of doing a long one.
Yeah, we're just doing a long run.
It's
We're,
already
I
been
mean,
an hour 15. I don't know how much content we have.
I mean, what
this
we're
week,
doing
man.
now is we're just bullshitting. You know, we're having a fan connection moment because I fucking love our fans. You know, I do. I really respect everybody. You know, even friends, family who I know personally, telling us that you guys like the show. It means a lot. You know, it means a lot.
I
to
don't
all
want
of
to
us.
say that like I know what it's like to be a celebrity now because like the only people who recognize me from my voice are like friends and family of you two, but I still have to go back to Christian's birthday party where it was so fucking weird having all these people be like, "Oh my god, you're Joe. It's so weird. It's like an episode of the Beefy Boys."
Joe
now."
with the fucking
And I'm
ginormous
like,
calves.
Yeah.
The calves that
I
would
don't
fucking
know
run
you.
up a mountain.
This is fucking weird.
That's funny.
And you had Vito's roommate recognize you.
That was the best moment. I immediately called my mom and sisters like, guys, I just got recognized for the podcast. I'm a celebrity.
You know, I mean, honestly,
I do have to say, I've never been recognized.
I don't think I have either. I think you're the most recognizable.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
do
fucking
have the
Giants.
most
You got the
unique
hair and
look.
it's the
Yeah.
calves and it's the
Yeah.
Giants shirt or Giants sweatshirt.
That's the whole
It's the whole Joe
lion
getup.
situation.
I mean,
yeah.
I've changed my fucking look so much in the last year. I went from
That's
blonde hair
true.
to no blonde hair to blonde hair again to now not having any blonde hair because I'm supposed to be professional. So
Yeah, I got a new haircut too.
you did, and that fucking haircut, dude, that haircut looks hot. I shared that shit on Twitter.
Oh,
How'd that do on Twitter? It did well on Facebook, that image. My sisters gave you a shout out, by the way, on the podcast. Congrats to Beefy Boy Vito and his new wife, Jane, for their wedding.
well,
Congrats
thank
on
you
them
guys.
coming back into
shout out to them. Thanks.
Congrats on them coming back into the podcast scene with their seasons. Sorry, we're
They're
not
funny.
so structured, you know. No, they're great.
Right? It's so okay. I don't want to critique their podcast too much, but it makes me laugh. Like, you know, we have the guys outside start buzzing, and we're like, whatever, start recording. The dog barks, we're like, whatever, deal with it. They break like 5 times an episode to deal with some sort of noise or other situation. We just power through them, man.
Power through it.
Yeah,
That's because most of the time we're just too fucking.
the power hour.
We're just too involved in our conversation to just be like, you know what? There's times where I am distracted enough to be like, I need a fucking break for a second. But that's when we're like really churning butter and like coming out with like 2 episodes in a day
Yeah.
that are both an hour and 15 minutes
Yeah.
long. Like,
Yeah.
you know, now today I'm going to have to do this one and jump right over into the sports bar because the fucking Huskies game starts in an hour. And my 2 guests are, look at that, fucking 15 minutes late. God damn it. I hear Mark.
That's fucking
I
hilarious.
can hear Mark driving from down the block. Hear that?
Christian,
hear that?
I hear it. Boom.
There he is.
Christian, you're not allowed to scold anyone for being late to events, and sometimes you're late to recording the podcast at your own house.
It's true.
It's true.
He's not wrong. I have woken up immensely hungover while you guys like just show up, and I'm like scrounging.
It's
to,
not
like,
even
fucking
that.
put
It's
my
like, sometimes
sweatpants
you're
on.
not here. You're like, yeah, I'll be there at 4. It's like 4:30. It's like, are you here yet? Like, no, I'm just leaving my dad's house.
Hey,
All right, and with that dog bark and that welcome from Mark, I think it's time to wrap up the show.
Here he is.
there he is. Mark, say something in Vito's microphone real quick.
Vito, something in Vito's microphone real quick.
There he is.
Hey-o. And with that comedy stylings of
He's
Mark.
got LaCroix too.
Hey, there you
Oh,
go.
he's another LaCroix
Shouts out to
boy.
LaCroix.
Shouts out to LaCroix, man.
You gotta try these, man. You drink hard seltzers. I mean, I didn't bring any more, but
Oh,
San
Lord.
Juan Seltzer Company.
Is this, oh my.
It's the best one.
I drank the,
It's really good.
I had the cranberry one.
Yeah,
It's not that bad.
yeah, that one's better. The cranberry one, the can's so like fuchsia colored. It's like, okay, it already
tell-
looks feminine enough without being pink. I mean,
Well, you can tell that they put a little more effort into the flavor than, say, White Claw.
yes.
They really do.
Yeah.
They really focus on the flavor with that
They
one.
do. And it's local, and I really support that shit.
See,
Hey,
there you
shouts out
go.
to them. We're gonna
Boom.
follow them on social media and give them a quick shout out.
Absolutely.
There you go.
And speaking of sleeping dogs, let's take a look at Mark's shirt really quick.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god,
Fucking.
Master Roshi
this
on
fucking
here, you
weeaboo shit
kidding?
over here.
Well, folks, we've clearly become lost in this
Descended.
episode for the last 20 fucking minutes. So if you
Mark sounds like he's on the fucking surface of the sun because he's not on microphone.
So if you hung out with us for this long to finish out the episode, we greatly appreciate you. We love our fans. We love everybody. You know, you can check out our merch. You guys, please buy our merch. Get us a studio space. Buy the Beefy Boys a studio space. We greatly appreciate any merchandise purchases. And we have our new logo that's been on there for the last, I don't know how long, but it's on there. And you can buy my favorites, beer cozies. And you can buy t-shirts and fucking coffee mugs and hats and all that good shit. Alrighty, folks. I am.
And hold on, before you say that, write in with your favorite episodes of the Beefy Boys for next week's 50th episode extravaganza. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to put in a ton of effort into this, but if you send me both an episode number and a timestamp, I will clip out the clip that you were talking about and plop it into the next week's episode.
Right on. Love it.
Clip
So
show.
You heard it here first, folks. We love you guys.
All right.
Beefy Boys out.